Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is number 2, classwork number 2 from the Module 4, Lesson 10, Constant Rate Equations. This is the second example for classwork, again going through parts A, B, C, and D, which happen to be pretty much the exact same kinds of questions as number 1. Remember that the point of breaking this down into steps A, B, and C is to ultimately get to part D. So we want to know, how can we write a variable in 2 equations to represent somebody's constant rate so that we can find or figure out how much of an activity they can complete over any amount of time. So parts A, B, and C just help us get to part D. Part D is what we really want to get to so that we can start to get to problems like this where we have these equations with 2 variables, y and x, and we can figure out, well, if they've been driving for a certain amount of hours, how many miles does that mean they've completed? So let's get started with part 2, or number 2. It is very similar to number 1. Just again, be careful for what the question is asking you for and what information it gives you. Be sure that you are paying attention to those things. So number 2 says, Stephanie drove at a constant speed from her apartment to her friend's house 20 miles away. It took her 45 minutes to reach her destination. Remember that constant rate is going to be a fraction using the letter C for constant rate. And it's going to be, the fraction is distance as the numerator over time as the denominator. So when we are working with these problems, we want to be careful that we understand what the distance is that we're being given or asked to use and what the time is. So it says that this person, Stephanie, is driving to her friend's apartment that is 20 miles away. That is something that is important, 20 miles away. And that it's 45 minutes to reach her destination. So what you do want to remember is that we want distance and time. Let's go back over here. Distance and time. So 20 miles away represents the distance, and the time that it takes to reach her friend's house is this 45 minutes. So when we use these numbers in our fraction, distance is always the top number. So I'm going to put 20 because that represents the 20 miles away that it takes for her to get to her friend's house, 20 miles away that it is. And the 45 is the minutes or the time that it takes her to get to her friend's house. Okay? So when they ask us what fraction represents her constant speed, that's it. Her constant speed is 20 over 45, or 25 miles over 45 minutes. Okay, miles over minutes. Then they ask us here, there's like, okay, well, if we know that it takes her 20 minutes to get to her friend's house, which is 45 minutes away, let's ask for a more specific question. So this is part B, is a more specific time or distance. It says, what fraction represents her constant speed if it takes her an unknown, or x, an unknown number of minutes to get halfway to her friend's house? So there's 2 things that could possibly be a little tricky in this one. First of all, you need to know that they're asking you to do x number of minutes to get halfway to her friend's house. So I'm trying to keep purple the same as distance. So here halfway has to do with distance, and blue the minutes, x number of minutes. Okay, like that. So again, they want to know what's the fraction for C, or constant rate, and we want constant rate to always be distance over time. So the constant rate, let me pick a black so we can see that better. Constant rate is going to be the distance over the time, but they put a few tricks in this one. First of all, they want to know how much x number of minutes it would take her to get to her friend's house. So x represents the time. Time goes on the bottom, so I'm going to put an x on the bottom of my fraction because x represents the time to get halfway to her friend's house. So this time they're kind of, you have to be careful because we want halfway to her friend's house. Well, if we look at the first, number 2, the first piece of information they give us is that her friend's house is 20 miles away. We want to know how long it's going to take her to get halfway there. So we have to consider, what is half of 20? That's 10. So the distance that we want to know is actually, how long will it take her to get to 10 miles? So when can she call her friend and be like, hey, I'm halfway there? So we're going to figure out x, which is the number of minutes or the time that it takes her to get 10 miles to her friend's house. That's part B. That's it. Just what is the fraction? Now, part C is where we set these equal to each other as an equal proportion, and we figure out how long will it take her to get to the halfway point. So this is where we're actually going to do cross multiplication and where we're going to solve for x, and the x is going to represent how long it takes her to get halfway to her friend's house. So write and solve a proportion using the fractions from A and B. So here's the fraction from A. Her constant rate, that 20 miles away to her friend's house, and it takes her 45 minutes to get there, is equal to or proportionally equal to 10 miles. So we want to know in 10 miles, how long will it take her to get there? Okay, or in order to, once she drives 10 miles, at what time will she have driven 10 miles? So here's where we're going to do our cross multiplying. 20 times this x and 45 times this 10. So I'm going to do some of this in my head. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this out over here. First, I'm going to multiply 45 times 10. It actually doesn't matter if I do the 45 times 10 first or the 20 times x. So actually, you know what? Let me do 20 times x since the 20 is the first number. 20 times x is 20x. It is okay if you do the 45 times 10 first as well. It does not matter. And then 45 times 10, if you type that into a calculator, 45 times 10 is 450. Okay, so now I have this equation, and we want to know, there is a question here. We want to know, I'm going to use this markup here, determine how many minutes. So the question is, how many minutes does it take her to get to her halfway point? How many minutes does it take her to get halfway to her friend's house? We want to know that. And this x is going to represent how many minutes it takes. So we need to solve for x. So what I'm going to do is, since x has a coefficient here of 20, I'm going to divide that 20 away. Remember, 20x means 20 times x. So we need to break that multiplication with division. Okay, and 20 divided by 20 here is 1. 1 times x is x. Remember, the 20s cancel, so we're just left with x is equal to 450 divided by 20. I'm going to take my calculator and type in 450 and divide it by 20, and I get 22.5. So 22.5 equals x. Now, this is my answer, x equals 22.5, but because this came from a word problem, x actually has a meaning. And in this case, x, if we look at part B, x represents the number of minutes it takes her to get halfway to her friend's house. And remember the question in part C right here that we highlighted, how many minutes does it take her to get to her halfway point? So we would say it takes her name was Stephanie, but it takes her 22.5 minutes to get halfway to her friend's house. And that's it. Okay, that's part C. Now remember, part D is what we really want to know how to do. How can we use constant rate and equal proportions to make an equation that can represent any amount that she's had to travel and any amount of time that she's had to travel? So they're asking, write a two-variable equation to represent, what we want to know is how many miles can she drive over any amount of time. Okay, so they're not telling us how many miles she's going to drive, nor are they telling us how long she's going to drive. That's what the equation is going to be for, so we can choose at any point, like, oh, what if she drove for 3 hours? How many miles would she drive? Or what if she drove for 55 miles? How many minutes was that? We want to be able to use this equation to figure out any amount of time and any amount of distance. So what we're going to do is very similar to part C, where we're going to put two proportional fractions, and set them equal to each other. The first fraction we're going to do is we're going to use her original constant rate, which was 20. Remember, distance over time, 20 miles, over 45 minutes. So I'm going to erase this last little piece. Over 45 minutes. And we're going to set that equal to, now this part's a little tricky. How many miles can she drive over any amount of time? In number 1, part D, they told us to use y as the distance in miles and x as the minutes. They gave us the exact variables that they wanted us to use. In number 2, part D, they didn't tell us anything about any variables. But if we go to number 2, part B, they tell us that it takes her X number of minutes to get halfway to her friend's house. So I know that we've used the letter X in this problem to represent the time or the minutes. So underneath where it says time here, I'm going to put the letter X because X is going to be representing the time. And remember, the fraction is distance over time. So that means I can put the X on the bottom of this second fraction because I know that her constant rate, the X, represents time. And just like the previous problem, we use the letter Y to represent the miles. So I'm going to use the letter Y again. So I'm going to have y over x, where y represents, I'm going to put this in a text box, y represents the distance or the miles, and x represents the time that it takes her to get there, okay? Now what we want to do is we actually want to solve so we can create an equation, a linear equation. So I'm going to cross multiply 45 times y and 20 times x. Remember, it does not matter which order you start with as long as you cross multiply in the correct way. So let's say in this case, I'm going to do 45 times y. That's going to give me 45y. And it's going to be equal to the other cross multiplied product, which is 20 times x, which is 20x. 20x. Okay? Now, here's the tricky part. Which variable do we solve for? So it depends on how they ask their question. The question is, how many miles can Stephanie drive over any time? So really what they want to know is how many miles can she drive? And then it'll be based on the time. But the main question is how many miles, and the variable that we chose to represent miles is the y variable. So what we want to do is we want to solve or isolate the y variable. So I want to get the y variable by itself. When I look at my equation, I see that the y variable has a coefficient of 45. So I'm going to divide that 45 miles, or that 45 coefficient away. It's not miles, I apologize. And I'm going to divide it from both sides because remember, in equations, we have to keep a balance, and what we do to one side of the equation to change it, we must do to the other. So 45 divided by 45 is 1. 1y is the same thing as just y, is equal to. And if I take the 20 divided by 45, I'm going to get my calculator, 20 divided by 45 equals, well, let me make sure I did this right, 20 divided by 45 equals 0.44444444. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shorten that. I'm going to do 0.44 and x, because there's still the letter x there. So y equals 0.44x. What this means, remember that the y represents our distance. So what this is saying is that Stephanie's driving distance is equal to her constant rate, which happened to be 0.44 times the x, which means how much time she's been driving. So we'll know how many miles she's driven based on her constant rate and how many miles she's driven. And that's it. That's part D.